Hey, I just finished teaching a class. Um, I wanted to share the experience. I keep saying I'm going to, and I don't. Whew. So this is my attempt. I started in September, mid-September. I was on Facebook, and I'm in several, I don't know how many groups. I must be in 70, 80 groups. If I find something interesting or helpful, and it seems like a pretty healthy environment, I join the group. So I was in a group because I was interested in talking with other expatriates. If you're not familiar with that term, expat or expatriate, I think they could come up with a better one, but basically it's supposed to be talking about someone who left their country to go to another country to live. And it's talking about Americans in particular, I think. Patriot. Anyways, I am going to be moving to Southeast Asia soon. And so I've been networking and weaving my way in and out of different groups and social media to get answers. You go online, oh my God, and you look at some of these websites, and you don't necessarily get the whole truth, or you get basic general information. But for me, I need to speak to someone that is most like me, that's done it. That helps me tremendously. And then it helps me from wasting my time. I could have lost so much money if I just went online, because some people will tell you that, oh, just go online. That's what I did. I'm not talking about I don't want you to tell me what you did. I want to know what's best to do in my situation. So anyways, that's how I tripped upon this job. I wasn't even, it was weird because I was just asking, and this girl, just real nice girl, popped up and just said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I work with this company. If you're interested," she sent me a text on via Facebook Messenger. And I said, yeah. And she said, okay, here's a link. Just to be upfront with you, just to be transparent, I get a commission if you sign through my referral. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. Yeah, sure, here. Just attach your resume and send it. Said, all right. So I wasn't doing anything. And I remember years ago, someone told me that one of the best times to get a job is not really to apply for a job when you're not really looking, when you're not really wanting one. You give you're poised differently in your interviews, and I would have to agree with that. It's almost like when you're in a relationship and you're happy, however you want to define that. You're content, you're good, and then you meet other men or you meet other people. It's like, yeah, they were nice, but I'm not interested. It's kind of like that. And so I thought, well, what's it going to hurt? I do need to get back out there and start interviewing for these type of jobs, because that's what I want to do when I get to Southeast Asia. So I sent in my resume, and I mean, like, like I updated it, and it seemed like I hit send I uploaded it to Indeed, which I highly recommend it. I love that. I love that site for looking for as far as if you're looking for a job. I love it. It's clean. And for me, it's been a very responsive way to go if you're looking for a job. So it seemed like as soon as I hit send, I heard bing, hi. And it wasn't an auto thing either. They got in touch with me immediately, and hi, they called me by my name and said, hey, we're looking for people with this, and that. If you're still interested, please hit us back by this time for an interview. And I thought, all right. It was a Skype interview. And what was I doing? I was in the middle of doing something with my locks. I don't know if I needed to, because I interlock every like 2 months or so. So I don't know if I was in between that. I want to say yes. That or it needed coloring. Can't remember. Anyway, I thought, oh my God. So I foolishly started looking for, I had thrown away all types of like hair extensions and all that because I don't need that anymore, right? And I said, oh my God, please let me have held on to 1 or 2 wigs. I don't know why I was bugging. I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, I do know. So I was about 8 to 9 months, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I was 6 months in. So that was the first time that's the first time I interviewed with locks. That's the first job I tried to get. That's why I was tripping. And what's so funny is I talked this big game when I first, decided to get the locks. Man, forget them. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm expressing myself the way I want to express myself. I'm aware and do whatever the hell I want to do. And then when the opportunity came, I was like, oh my God. What if they're going to judge me by that? So what I did, I had a super cute style. I don't remember how it was, but it was kind of, I call it a Susie, like where you just kind of flip the things back and you look like your name is Susie. Nothing against Susies out there, but just super cutesy looking. I did something like that. And what else did I do? I make an aloe flaxseed gel thing. I did that and got the edges and got my little boar bristle thing. And I did so much extra to do that interview, which lasted all of maybe 11 minutes. It was just a formality. They wanted to hire me. I guess they liked what they saw in the resume. Excuse me. Sorry about the creaking of this fucking chair. But anyway, they hired me right away. So between the time I said hello to that woman on Facebook and here's your contract, what was it called? Your offer letter. 5 days, maybe. Next thing you know, I'm sending them a canceled check and I'm on schedule. So they said, okay, so how many hours can you work? And I told them and they said, alrighty. When can you start? And I was still in shock, sort of. And I was just rolling with it. I said, Monday. I said, okay. And it was like Thursday. I knew I needed some days to get my stuff together because I anticipated this job going in a different direction. I really wanted to dress up differently for each one. And now I have like a uniform. So this is one of them. It's one of these sweater things that has a button up here. And what matters is that the student sees this part of you. I already had this like wooden wall thing that I got from Target some years ago. I love it. I got it for privacy for when I do, when I have clients for massage therapy. So I thought, wow, this would be great to use for class because you don't want people to see all up in your bedroom and it's not professional anyway. So I use this thing, it's like poncho kind of thing. I have a couple of other, sorry, checking this out. Ow. This is a tender spot for me. I have my edges growing back. And so, so I just twisted that today. Like did a little twist braid kind of combination thing. But anyway, I'm happy with this company. At first, there were some things I did not like. It's all online. If you want to talk to somebody about a problem, 99% of it is online. If things get too squirrely, they'll call you. Like if things just don't look like you don't know it, like the communication just looks jacked, they will call you. I'm not used to that. I'm, first of all, not used to having a job online. So that's first. And so it was a little strange to not have a face-to-face. Most of the communication was email. I've only spoken to my mentor and via Skype once. Other than that, you don't see anybody. Which, when they were asking for, we need your birth certificate, your social, it's like, yeah, I don't know you like that, bruh. Like, it felt real. I'm from New York, so that's just natural for me to be skeptical of people. And so I did not like doing that, but I verified who they were, and I sent my stuff in, but communicating when you have problems, like a student doesn't show up or you're not getting your pay right, to keep going through emails makes me uneasy. Normally, I'm good now. I caught on. They said a lot of people, when they first start, have problems with the system as far as the pay goes. So, for instance, I had 3 classes tonight. The classes are either an hour or a half hour, and I do this because 10 minutes off of either class is it's 10 to 15 minutes, or should I was like, okay, so if I get a 30-minute class, I get paid for 30 minutes. The actual class is 20 minutes long. You get 10 minutes to write your report, which is like the grades. And so those are private, and so they see me. Okay, so that's one thing. Or it's an hour long and it's private. And they see me. And the last version of the teaching that I do is, it's not private, it's a group class, group setting. And that can range from, sometimes you can have a class of 3 people in there. 2 choose to just listen and 1 speaks, which is like nails on a chalkboard sometimes for me. I like interaction. Even in person, if somebody's just sitting there looking at me while I'm talking, and I'm like, I need a monologue. Dialogue. For me to just sit there and monologue is boring. I think an exchange is better. So anyways, I just went through that tonight. I not just went through that tonight. I just finished 3 classes, and I thought, this is a better, I like this thing. It's nice and colorful. I thought my locks don't look too crazy. So I thought this is a good time to do a quick video. Since YouTube has changed what you can do as far as editing your videos, I will probably be doing a lot more live videos. So with that could come, hey mom, did you see my so-and-so? Or the phone could ring. Please forgive me in advance. I don't have time for all that editing and the cute stuff that I like it. I think it's dope on other people's channels. I just don't have time for that. Okay. What I will share about the teaching, the pay isn't, the pay is low, but when I talk to other people, they're like, no, that's about what they pay you. Okay. I teach adults mostly. Every once in a while, I'll hear, hi, my name is, and I'm like, how old are you? 12. So that does happen sometimes, but for the most part, I get professionals. I get a lot of physicians, pilots, a lot of engineers, architects, dentists, not so many dentists. Yeah, CPAs. Tonight it was CPA. I get some housewives, students, in college, and all of them have the same goal in mind. Some people do it for a hobby. Some people are doing it for a requirement at work or school. Some people, I guess you would put them in the category of a hobby, love to travel, and English is that language. It's the language of money and travel. And I've experienced that for myself. And some of my students tell me that when they have traveled, they have realized that English was the language that most of these countries fell back on when it came down to it. What else? So, and some people realize that it helps broaden your career and your chances of promotion and expanding in your career. Let me think. I learned Arabic. Arabic was spoken in the house, and my father helped teach us Arabic from when I was a little girl to I left home in my 20s, but we stopped going and getting lessons when I was right after high school. And then in 6th grade, I took French, and then later the French turned into Spanish, and then I joined the military, was stationed in Italy, had to learn Italian because my 5-month-old son had a nanny that was Italian, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Then I was stationed in Germany for almost 6 years, and that is where things came to a head for me. I started blending my languages. And in where we were in Germany, the people there did not, they wanted me to speak English. They spoke excellent English. So I didn't learn much German when I was in Germany, which is a shame. And I found German to be a lot like English. So I think it would have been a very easy language to learn. What else? The classes, like I said, are a half hour or an hour. You are allowed some time at the end of that hour to do your report and submit it. They're very particular about the timing of that, especially with private lessons. They want those reports done immediately. If a student does not show, you still get paid, but you get paid half of whatever your hourly rate is. They offer you, in the beginning, they offer you, if you have that question, then write it, put it down, and I'll read it, and or send it to me privately, and I'll share that information with you. But everybody starts off something different. I talked to a girl who had all of these certifications under her belt, and I thought, oh, well, they'll offer you much more than they've offered me. So here's their information. And she even worked for them before. She taught with them. And she told me that they were offering her less than they offered me. And I was shocked. She was shocked too, I think. It upset her. She didn't like it. She acted like it was no big deal, but I think it bothered her. Because that would bother me if I worked for you already. What now I get peanuts with but I don't know her background, know what happened, so I really don't know why they would lowball her like that. What else? The woman who referred me told me that after she's only been working there about a year and a half, and she's received 2 raises. That sounds good to me. Yeah, it's not VIP Kid, which is super popular. I see tons of videos on them on YouTube. The company I'll share is EF, and I think I've said that before, Education First. I don't see a lot of personal videos about EF. I see their like their Starbucks, Google type of videos, like dun, 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 yeah, man. So I don't see a lot of these type of videos. So I hope this helps you. I was invited to a cookout and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna end this. But the people are nice. I don't have much negative to say about it. More positive. The positive outweighs the negative. I did not like the communication thing where it's just online, no phone calls, no face to face. That was weird for me, but I've gotten used to it now. After 6 months, I passed my probation. So no, there's a 30-day or 60-day probation initially, then a 6-month probation. So I passed both of those, and they re-established my my contract. You are a contractor. You fill out an I-9. Other than that, you take care of your own taxes. They have nothing to do with that. So the money you get is net. Yeah. So this is the job that I will be continuing when I leave for my new life to continue my life in Southeast Asia. I look forward to this. This is freaking awesome. I'm so happy I did the things I did, even when I didn't know that they would that it was certain that they would lead me to where I am today. Yeah, I'm meeting all my goals, not exactly on the timeline I had, but I'm meeting them nonetheless. And yeah, that's all. And it feels good to help other people. ESL students are very special to me. And so I like to take care of them. So anyway, that's all I have. I hope that if you are contemplating teaching online, that you consider EF. I'm told that that's one of the better companies out there. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them for me. Other than that, I'm gonna take off and go grab some tasty beverages or something. I just need to get out of this house for a minute. And that's all I have. Thank you. And let's see. Okay, I see where the button is. Yeah. Lots of love, light, and indigo vibrations. Bye-bye.